Hello. We're in this new adventure. We're in Arizona visiting Goldfield. It's a ghost town. And let me show you what's around. I mean, we have the parking lot, but behind we have this huge mountain. Doesn't it remind you to red? Look at that. No? Right? Look at this. Here is the ghost town. The mine tour is there. Imagine living here in the old days with that mountain right there. Handmade soap. Smells good. Bad water springs. Have the water tanks. Old typing machine. This is the kind of wagons that they will have. So are you liking the tour? I hope so. Just keep out. This is kind of like the back of the hotel. This is the restaurant right here. So yes, there is a train that goes around the area here. It gives a little tour. We're gonna check more. Look at that. Just for you to have a perspective, look at how big it is. Over there you can see the train. Hope you can guys see it. You heard that? Choo choo. This is like the cemetery.
There's some boots. There's some small boots.
Some graves here.
Whiz bang.
Well, I mean, you think this is
Whiz bang. I don't know what kind of machine is this. Check it out. Yeah, if you see a rattlesnake, don't touch it. What do you guys think about like coming here? Yeah, it feels just like being in the Wild West in the movies. This is a historical elevator. The man cage used to be used for the mine of the Silver King mine. Over there, the cactus shop. Oh, there's some live cowboy music. Oh, the jail. Check it out, guys. This is, I think they will hang the people here. Photos on the gallows. A cowboy must be with you. So here, you can take a picture with the cowboy. And we have the jail.
No complaining, no.
Pretty cool tour so far. Okay, let's continue this trip. So we have the church here. Let's go in. Actually it's closed. Let's go. And from the church you can see the mountain there. Well, we are here at the Goldfield station. So we are here. Oh, they have the zip line there. Well, we're ready to embark. It's gonna leave in 5 minutes. Another adventure.
I'm JB. I'll be your tour guide. Now first we'll take a look over there to the east. We have the western side of Superstition Mountain over there across the highway. On this end it's a little over 5,000 feet above sea level. And geologists agree that that mountain was created when a caldera volcano began erupting 30 million years ago. Now today, Superstition Mountain and the mountain range is a federally protected wilderness area covering approximately 250 square miles. And being designated the wilderness means no motorized vehicles, no mechanical or electronic equipment, and no prospecting or mining of any kind allowed within the wilderness boundaries. Now coming up on both sides of the tracks, we have some cactus growing, and I'll point out a few of those for you. First, the tall ones, the giant saguaro. They only grow in the Sonora Desert. They live up to 250 years, and they are between 50 to 100 years old when they begin growing their first arm. And over here on the left side we have some cholla. Right by the tracks, staghorn. Out there in the middle with the yellow flowers, buckhorn. A couple of the prickly pear. And the tall ones are chainfruit cholla, also called the jumping cactus. Now back over there on the right side, we have these trees with a green bark. The Mountain Hills Palo Verde. They are members of the conifer tree family, like evergreens, but the leaves are very small, so they have to store that chlorophyll on the trunk of the tree, turning the bark green. And there's one of the state tree is a blue Palo Verde. And those are the ones that you'll see in cities and towns throughout the Southwest. And we have some mining equipment set up here by the tracks. A head frame, bucking a winch, and a different size ore cart that you would see around the main shaft of a mine.
Rabbit there. Little rabbit.
Coming up here on the right, between the tracks and the fence, we have a mesquite tree. They are very common throughout the Southwest, and they produce a bean that can be ground into flour and used for baking. At the bottom of the hill there, we have the old Mammoth Gold Mine. Been owned by the same family since 1983. A couple of years later, they got lucky and managed to get $500,000 worth of gold out of that large stretch at the bottom of that hill. We call that open pit mining. And north of Goldfield, 30 miles, we have Fort Peaks, the third tallest mountain in this part of Arizona, at a little over 7,600 feet above sea level. Now during the winter, we'll see smoke there 2 or 3 times. And the amazing feature about it is up there on this side. Between peaks number 3 and 4 at 7,200 feet. There's the entrance to North America's only commercially owned and operating amethyst mine. And it does produce some of the finest in the world today. A couple of shops back here in Goldfield do carry it if you'd like to check it out before you leave town. We have an old air shaft there on the right, and a few more gold mines old air shaft. And the yellow building on the other side belonged to the Mammoth Gold Mine plant. Now back in the 1890s, the Mammoth was the largest and richest mine here in the Goldfield mining district. It is also the deepest gold mine here in the valley. The main shaft is 1,058 feet to the bottom. Now they began discovering that gold out there during the 1880s. It was business partners, Mesa and Morris, filing the first claim. And they had that gold to themselves for a while out here, because there was still a few Apache in the area. And at that time, Mesa and Morris were the only men brave enough to come out here in the valley and risk their lives to grab some of that gold. It was very early, 1890s. It finally became safe enough for other folks to come out and find their own gold mine. A few of them hoping that they'd be the one to discover the lost Dutchman mine and make a fortune. And at that time, there was one mining company set up out here, digging that gold out of the ground. Now, before we move on with a brief history of the gold mining that occurred out here 128 years ago, we'll take a look out the left side train to the east. Excuse me, we are going to have some good views of Goldfield Ghost Town and Superstition Mountain in the background coming up.
Look at that huge saloon thing.
Back in 1891, Higgs happened to be out here hunting, and he got a couple hundred yards back upstream in the vicinity of the Mammoth Gold Mine sitting back there in that wash, and came across a vein of gold partially exposed from flash flooding. And that discovery was the one that got the mining town of Goldfield growing here in the valley. A few days after Higgs found the vein, a couple of local newspaper headlines stated they just discovered a very large, very rich body of...
Well guys, this has concluded our trip to the Goldfield Ghost Town. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Well guys, I hope you have enjoyed this trip to the Goldfield Town. I definitely did, and we learned about how the pioneers made their fortune looking for gold. We learned about the vegetation that grows here, the name of the mountains. Well, Superstition Mountains. Definitely a well planned trip. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys have the time and opportunity to come here to Arizona and come to visit the Goldfield Town. Well guys, I say goodbye with the hand, and we will catch it up. See you later.